Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Siddha Vetha webinar on pain management using Siddha. So, first of all, I want to put a question forward, like what is pain? So only if you know, this is money, we manage money, right? The money management, time management. So we know what is time. So can anybody define what is pain? You can chat. You can use the chat button. Define what is pain. That is localized condition where the doshas lodged into the amsa. Okay. Right here. Okay. Okay. Discomfort. Physical or mental. Doesn't matter, physical or mental. You define generally what is pain. Discomfort. It's a good extreme discomfort. It's all good. Any pain. Yes, more answers. Kindly type in the chat button. Use the chat button and you can start chatting. Pain. What is pain? Okay. Okay, so very few people have, they have interacted. So they left some chat messages for what is pain. Let's say some people say it's discomfort. People say, depends on physical, mental. Somebody talks about doshas. Or, So let us divide that pain, noticeable discomfort. Right now, let us see who is feeling the pain. Okay, if we divide into physical, mental. Say, suppose there is a dead body. Okay. Can a dead body feel a pain? You don't know. How do you know if it doesn't feel? So when we, okay, best guess. Okay. Well, when we have pain, we start to react. Right. So if you're having anesthesia, you don't feel the pain. So you don't, react. But with dead body, it'll shake or something, It doesn't do that. So we come to a conclusion, it's a guess only, definitely, that it doesn't feel any pain, right? Doesn't feel discomfort. Whereas we do. So that means something in the body is only the feeler, not the dead body, but something inside the body. So we divide this into three things. Our body, we already talked about this bunch of times for those who are new. Is we have a physical body. We have what is called astral body. and a causal body. Sthula Sarira, then Sukma Sarira and Karana Sarira. So and we have a local I, like the one that feels, we call the Anma, Atman, Anma. So that is the I, that the feeling that, there is a global consciousness, universal consciousness. But the universal consciousness, you don't feel somebody else's pain. Basically, you have your own pain. It's your pain. So there is a feeler who feels. That's the local Atman you have as feeling. But this pain can happen in the physical body, right? Or the astral body or mental body, the causal body. So can we define some of this, right? Pains like. But the feeler without the causal astral body, when the astral body goes away from the body, there's no more pain. That's the link. The astral body should stay in our body to feel the pain. The astral body's core is the feeling that I, the Anma, Atman, we call it. Okay. So you have a musculoskeletal problem. For example, you have a back pain. So the physical pain is happening in the physical body. That's the real thing. But the feeling of the pain is happening in the mental body, the causal body. And the feeler is the I. Is a local I, right? The consciousness within you that is feeling. It's a local consciousness. So you have a localized pain there. So you can divide the pain into the physical, astral, causal, right? In the causal, we have emotional pain, energy deficiency, or other kind of mental pains, such as financial loss, relationship problems. All these things are happening at a causal body. Causal body pain can manifest in the physical body. So most of the pain, if you look at, initially they manifested in the causal body only, or biomagnetic body only. Then slowly it infested on the physical organs, right? So anything, if you look at, start there only. So you have been given a plain physical body from the divine. You came from your mother's womb. So you have a pure physical body, right? With all the 3 degrees of freedom. I talk about the degrees of freedom that like not other human beings have, other beings have, except for human being, the freedom for physical use, body use, the freedom to use the mind, the freedom of consumerism. These 3. When you do any wrong deed using this physical body or the mental body or the consumerism, there is an action-reaction pattern happens, and your mental body gets affected, and the mental body, that is the causal body, they manifest on the astral body to the physical body. So physical body damage also happens, what is called as the karma. So we are not going with karma. I'm here to how to get rid of karma. So don't worry. Don't run away yet. We're talking about karma theory. But how do we get rid of this pain? Right? Whatever happened. It's because of our karma, our parents' karma, grandparents' karma. It doesn't matter. But do we have the capability to remove pain from us permanently? Okay. So now let us analyze this very differently. If the first pain that you have, that you don't think it's a pain, often you don't categorize that as pain, is the something called hunger. Have you noticed that? Is hunger a pleasure or pain? Tell me. Is hunger pleasure or pain? Yeah? Is hunger a pleasure or pain? It is an urge. So, of course, it is an urge. What it means? This urge is a demand for something, right? So, hunger is, Sarah says, it's a pleasure. So, every day we can be hungry. It'll be pleasurable, no? If you're hungry, just leave it hunger. So, look at what we are telling, here, different kind of pains are there. I want to classify. So your hunger is also a pain. It's a pain, basically, right? You can call it pleasure, definitely. It's a perspective. But this pain is because of the deficiency, energy deficiency in the body. So there is, whenever you say pain, we can keep it this way. There is a valley and a hill. Let's keep the hill as a pleasure and the valley as a pain. So here, hunger is as a valley. If you don't have hunger, what happens? Your life will go smooth. You don't need pleasure. So when you have the feeling of hunger after you eat, does food give you pleasure or not? Does food give you pleasure? Do you get pleasure when you eat? How many of you enjoy your food? Okay. If you enjoyed your food, that means it is giving pleasure. Is eating opposite of hunger? So that means it is giving pleasure because you have pain. If you did not have the hunger, will you feel the pleasure? That's my question. Right? Will you feel the pleasure if you did not have hunger? So it's a very, very fundamental question. It's a very strong question. If the taste is good, Gupta ji says if the taste is good, that's only for 1 day, 2 days. Gupta ji, because you're getting very good food, your wife is cooking, but when you're hungry, really hungry, 2 days, 3 days, whatever your wife puts salt or not doesn't matter. You will not care about taste. You just want food, you will eat. That's the truth. Taste will not matter. Certain point. Right? When you're really hungry, you'll crazily eat the leaves or whatever you find around. So, yeah, without hunger. Yeah, so that's the thing. So the whole idea is that nature, if you look at the way how nature is structured, the consciousness have to create something that is negative. So when you have a positive, because you have a negative, you can have a positive. Life is not plain. Life doesn't go like in peace. If it is peace, you're becoming very yogi, right? You become a yogi. But human beings, we suffer, right? Even yogis suffer, I'm talking about not the normal yogis. Renowned people only get out of this. When you say yogi, you be in ashram also, you're in hunger only. Wherever you go, you have the same problem. Doesn't matter. So there is a deficiency, and then you fulfill. There is a demand and supply. So nature demands, it gives something hunger, and then you will be, you'll relieve, your pain. So this is the fundamental. Okay. So every pain is like this only. Every pain, there is a problem that's created by nature. And when you solve, you feel like it is surplus, it's a pleasure. But that's not a pleasure. Basically, you're becoming neutral, that's all. So suppose you had a headache. Okay, so for a headache, I'm using this Marma point here, right? Those who have a headache, migraine. You want to try? Anybody has a headache? Migraines? Okay. Anybody migraine headache? You can try. Nobody here with a little bit of headache, you woke up little late, I'm having little, okay. So here is the thing you do, right? So 3 things you do, and we'll see whether, you're feeling pleasurable and then you appreciating me, thanking me or not. Okay, let's try this. Whoever is. So here, this is like temporary, like your right now condition. Not talking about long term that we cannot detect right now here. Long term. So here, so you have a headache, you do this. First of all, you can try pressing this point, right? Pressing this point, it could be left hand, right hand, use some tool you can use, you use your key, or if you have something like this, you can use, right? But you can simply use your phone, computer plug-in, right? Head, anything. Just press this point, interleaved. Press this point, keep pressing this 20 times. 21 times you do this. If it is both sides, if you have migraine, you do both sides on the other hand also. Okay. Now take deep breaths. You open your window, right? Open your window nicely. Fresh air. So we'll do fresh air breathing, right? Take deep breathing to the brain. Okay, so left nostril. You do this is you bend these 2 fingers, the middle and the index, and use the ring finger and this, and then close your you can close your left nostril, breathe in through your right nostril first to the right brain chamber, and close right, and then breathe out through your left. Breathe in through your left, close left nostril, breathe out through your right. When you're breathing, you should, take it to the head. It's very important. Wherever you think, the breath will go. normally. So if you think the breath is going up, right chamber, filling the right chamber, pushing out, so it fills the right chamber fully and then pushes to the left chamber detox by breathing out. Do this 10 times. When you do this very deeply, you feel like yawning, etc. You feel like tears coming from the eyes. That means you're relaxing, detoxing. And you'll be free, your headache. You did this? Okay. 10 times. And then what you do this marma, forward, backward, forward. Okay, this is forward. I'm telling forward because it's a wheel, forward. And then reverse locally. And then it's on your temple. And then forward, like wheel. And then keep there for 20 seconds. Now you do this. See, hold this point here at a dip. It's called Nakshatra Varmam, Nakshatra Kala Varmam. So do this. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you do eye palming. Just rub your hands and keep it on your eyes. Close your eyes. Center of your palm on your eyes. Do for 20 seconds. Okay. Now you tell me, how do you feel? You feeling better? If you had 9 out of 10 previously, how do you feel now? Vandana, anybody who had headache, you tell me, like before, if you had 9 out of 10, your headache was 9 out of 10 or 7 out of 10, whatever it is. Now, how do you feel? Is it less or more? What happened? Can you share? It's okay if you did not feel anything, that's okay. Yes.
Perhaps Vandana can unmute and then share because she said she was having a little bit of a headache or something.
Are you feeling better? Or it is?
Yes, I feel better. Thank you.
Oh, this is Sarah. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I have trouble unmuting or getting to the chat. So sorry to
Okay.
interrupt.
Okay. So what happens? So if you get relieved with this headache.
Yeah, sorry. um, I could not open the window to do the 10 breaths, but
Or at least you did 10 breaths.
no, I did not. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But one side I did my points, but I did the Marma points. 1 point better, I can say, because the headache is bad.
Okay. Yeah. So it depends on, because headache, there are more than 10 types of headache in the ancient knowledge. So we are only doing here pain management. What I'm teaching is a pain management, is not a cure.
Yeah.
You see. So how do you manage pain temporarily is different from curing. Healing is different. So here there are ways to manage your pain, but then you have to finally heal the pain. How to heal the pain? Then you're going to the root causes of the problems. So you have to identify what could be the root causes. So I'll give you, so why I asked you is that this particular thing I'm putting you is that before and after, right? You will be thanking me, oh, okay, you're good. But what is the point I'm coming here is, you have a pain, you had a headache. Now, Sarah says she relieved a headache, and if she keeps doing for some time, she will relieve 100%. So what will she say? Will she thank me or no? Will she be relaxed or no? Right?
Yeah.
She'll be relaxed. Right? So when she's relaxed, she will thank me. Oh, I'm thankful, Shan, you gave this, thing, and it worked. Marma worked. But what is that state? Initially, it looks like a pleasurable state because you are now relieved. You are having headache for so many days. Now you got relieved, and that when the relieved moment, you will say, hey, this is really good. I'm feeling really pleasurable, right? The feeling that you have is like very pleasurable feeling. But the truth is, you have come into neutral state only. Because you have a pain, you feel pleasure. So life is defined that way. So if you don't have pain, there will not be pleasure. So nature creates pain automatically. So can you live without pain? It's not possible. Pain will come in life, but we have to know how to solve that pain. So life is not a stopped car. It is a running car in the road. With other cars going, you have to just navigate. So don't think it is stopped. You cannot stop that. So one pain goes, another pain comes. Every time something comes. Tomorrow you will have a back pain. Yesterday start to heal you again. So all these things, that's why we have this, I teach in-person, retreats where, we say, give all the things needed for them. So you can do it by yourself. When you go home, you can, you can solve your own problem. You don't have to rely on me and this or anybody else for that. So, like for example, headache. Now you can temporarily do these things. I told you, give a pressure point, do all these things. These are temporarily reliefs. In order to permanently relieve that pain, okay, what do we do? So headache can happen through multiple problems. I'll tell you, right? You can have headache because of constipation. It can cause headaches. It's called Avanavaya reversal. Constipation reverses the Avanavaya. Avanavaya is to go vayus that are going downward first, but you're trying to turn that because of your constipation. It's blocked, right? And it causes headache. You can have headache because you're taking in a hot weather, too much hot water, you're taking bath, right? So this can cause headache. Because of eye problem, you're straining too much, you get headache. You get headache because of cold. You took a cold bath, you put some coconut oil or something in the night time and slept, and morning, or you drank some tender coconut. Morning you get cold headache, like kapha headache. So your sinus points, because of the heaviness in the sinus, you can get headache. Too much of sun can give you headache, like heat. Dryness can cause you headache. Energy deficiency, you used your energy too much. You're going to a job, you used your biomagnetic energy completely. I told you the causal body energy through your sensory organs. Extreme uses, such as not only in your those who are going to the job, that corporate sucks your energy, but also staying at home, watching some TV shows, some video games, all kind of things. This will give headache, right? So now you're asking a common solution. You're thinking that one medicine will solve what? See, modern medicine can solve the same. What am I doing? The modern medicine also will do. If you're using a paracetamol, it can cut down the pain, but that's not solving the problem. Right now, I'm not solving the problem because it's a pain management, but I am doing non-invasive pain management here. Okay, it's unlike the side effects, it's going to damage your liver, it's going to damage your spleen, and detox, everything will happen, in a medicine modern faster one. Here, the same thing you can do using the ancient pain management techniques without side effect. You can do that. There are a number of things that you can do, right? If you're cold, there's a pain management technique, even for cold, and then solving that problem, we have complete solution in the ancient science. Modern science ends there. The pain management is done, but it will not solve the problem. You see the difference now? What I have done is similar to modern medicine. You're taking a paracetamol, it will temporarily stop you, that headache or anything. But in order to get the headache relieved, like why the headache is coming again and again, there's a fundamental reason. There's not just one reason. There are 10 things that can affect you, right? So you're looking at maybe 2-3 things can cause you a headache regularly, right? So you have to take care of the 2-3 things. If your body is a pitta body, example, right? Your body type, there are 3 body types. You have a vata body, which is like air-based body, pitta body, fire-based body, and kapha body, water, liquid-based body. Now, if you have a pitta body, and if it's hot summer, right, and it's afternoon, you did not eat, you can get headache, crazy headache. Very crazy headache. You didn't eat, in the afternoon, especially, right? This headache will give like very, very sharp headaches. So you may be thinking for that headache, what is the solution? Tell me, what would be the solution for that headache? Will you be doing this will help? The pain managed every time will help, or to solve the problem? Pain management can help temporarily, but if you don't solve the problem, what do you get? The headache turns into ulcers. You get ulcers, gastric problems, ulcers, everything, start, because dryness is there. So it is giving, the pain is giving an indication that you have to solve. If you get a pain at a particular point, it's nature's indication that you have a problem at a particular part of the body. Take care of it. It'll tell you, it'll indicate, you get a pain, pricking pain here a little bit, or take care of it. Something wrong in your body, take care of it, right? So you have to do the right kind of exercises and right kind of food or anything that is needed and solve that problem. So there will be root causes, take like 2-3, there will be at least few 4 or 5 root causes. Take care of all those things that you doubt, and then you can completely solve the problem. Right? Yeah. So Panchakarma is okay. So you have to, not only Panchakarma can help, but also your food and other things. We don't have to rely on external therapies. These things can help, but we have to be able to do with whatever we have in our, because you are capable of solving your own problem. We all have got that capability of solving our own problems with whatever we have, wherever we are. That's the nature's gift. Wherever you are in Greenland, where there is only ice, I don't have any herbal, there is a secret hidden even in the ice, even in the little rocks that is there. Nature is gifted. Nature gives gift to everybody equally, wherever you live. So as you tune, you will get secrets to solve the problem. So the whole idea of this the pain. So getting rid of pain, so you have to understand what is pain and accordingly solve. So pain could be some pains you cannot even explain how this pain is, where this pain is, right? And one pain will affect the other. So suppose you have a problem with your spouse, relationship problem. Will this affect your body? Yes, it will affect your body, it will manifest. Will it affect your physical body? Will you have physical body pain? Yes, you can. Depending on what kind of thing, if it is a very subtler cold war, you will get a problem with abdomen problems. All these you can get. You can get, if you had like sharp anger exchanges, right? Then you can get some cuts, and even very deeper one, you can get accidents. It's a wave theory. So anything outside, inside, it affects us. So pain means not just limited to what you're talking about. Physical is physical. If I feel, if I remove the physical pain, will the pain go away? No, not necessarily. Again, the karmic, whatever you do, it turns into, it will come in karma around your body. Some way you will have to be affected. So without solving the all 360-degree, you can never be happy. Whatever I solve the problem today, you give so many pain management tricks. That's not going to really help unless you solve the 360-degree where you keep a good relationship. So people start to bless you. You get, the more the people start when they, whether you are near them or you're far away, when people think about you, if they have a good feeling, that comes as a blessing. If people from far away, they think that this person is crazy, he gave me a hard time, that will cause problems no matter what. You cannot escape from this. That's how the nadis, our nadis are extended. We have extended nadis, the tubes. So the more we have, like a example, like green tubes that are extending from us, like how the nadis, 72,000 nadis are inside, they also extend. There is a wave that extend, like very shadow wave tubes. So those tubes, if you have a green, it is the good relationship. Whomever we are connecting around the world, if you have a green, that feeling is green. You have health, you're a healthy body, you will feel good, etc. When you have an orange, it's a so-so, right? It's no good, no bad. It's a kind of a neutral. When you have a red, it is negative. Red will affect physical body, mental body. You will not get sleep because there are too many reds. You will not sleep. See, many of the, I talked to many, some actors, actresses and all, they have problem sleeping. They don't get good sleep. Why? Why they don't get good sleep? Because they run in the minds of people. So everybody will think there is an actress, if she's dancing and, so the actress, they will think about that actress. Young, kids will think about, this is an actress, a beautiful, or a man, a married man will be thinking, all these things disturb them. And you'll have, so these all are, negative energies that affect. And they'll not get sleep, no matter what. So the solving their problem, I did not get sleep, insomnia, by taking pills will not help, but they have to create a shield around them to protect. So this is how things work. You don't have a temporary solution for everything. You have to understand the whole picture of how nature works, how thought works, how karma works. Unless we understand the wholeness of this, you cannot solve a problem. It's not simple as we think, but it is simple if you understand the laws of nature, right? If you understand the fundamental laws of nature, how the karma works, then whatever good we do, the more good and good, don't worry about anything else. Think about goodness. The more good we do, every action, every thought, and every word, if you start to do good things, automatically you don't have to worry about that. Everything turns into pleasure in our body. Pain will go away. Okay. So this is something that, I wanted to give you today. It's not just pain management means you wanted to do this kind of pressure, but I'll give you one musculoskeletal pain relieving thing, right? Even though this is as I told you, you have to do what you have to do for your whole body. But I'll give you, like, when you are traveling, when you have free time, you're doing this musculoskeletal pain relieving technique, you can do. So you do this, okay, hold it. This will relieve the pain from all the neck area, this joint, on your thighs, etc. This one. So keep it for 3 minutes like this, nicely, tightly hold. Now, next, go to the next joint. Next joint will relieve the pain, like here, on the knees, etc. This one. 3 minutes. And then you go to the next point. Next point will do this one, rest, etc. Then you do this. Relieve entire pain of little, even the fingers. So step 1, here, 2, 3, 4. So you keep doing, so you will have, even if you spend 1 minute, it's great. If you're going in a flight, you can use this. You will have a lot of back pain and everything. So you keep doing this, make it a habit when you're doing a meeting, So mostly, I use most of my hand like this, most of the time. So you can see that, I'll do either this or this most of the time, if you look at, right? So, yes.
So do you apply a lot of pressure when you press
It's a little
this?
pressure
How
is
much
needed.
pressure do you apply
A
in each
little
of these joints?
pressure wise, I can say, like, it is little bearable pain to that extent. Bearable pain. Okay.
So you have to feel pain. If I don't feel
Yeah.
any pain, then what happens?
No, the pain is relieving you. When you feel the pain, it is relieving you. You have problem. If you feel like very heavy pain when you're doing this, that means you have a lot of musculoskeletal problems.
And if I don't feel any pain, it's waste of time doing it, is it?
No, you have to press a little bit. Even without pain, this will relieve all the joint problem.
Even joints in the legs also, would it?
Everywhere in the body. Okay. Everywhere in the body. So this one you can use. Okay. How do we visualize color? So Shefaliji is asking, how do we welcome Shefaliji? Long time. Hope you're doing good. So here, how do we visualize color? So visualize coloring is just an example of a color. There's nothing like such a color. The color really doesn't exist, but it is like, how do we represent that? This is to represent, to show you that this is bad, this is good, and this is neutral. That's all. So there is no real color that that exists for the nadis as such. A very subtler. And color is all on higher frequency, when compared to the nadis, they are very, very low. So we are looking at, when photons, etc., are in the higher region. Here, they are just the thought waves. They are very subtler, more than the light waves. They are tinier than the, light electromagnetic waves. So there is no color. So, but you can really, feel that the feeling that you will have, that, okay, I'm getting a good sleep. There's no disturbance. Some disturbance you can feel in the dreams, or things, if somebody is disturbing regularly, something can happen. Everything, right? See, if you're insect, something happen in your, like in your bed, you keep a plant and, and something happened. Lot of insects came, right? We may think because I kept the plant, it's happening, but that's not the truth. There's an indication there. Why it happened? Your thought, everything is there, connected. Everything that happens around you, even a smallest insect bite, has a reason. It is not random. Everything is conscious, is balancing everything. So nothing can be separated from the consciousness, the law of the big consciousness.
So when
So
you
everything is
mentioned
very
orange and
subtle.
red,
Everything is very
sorry,
subtle, is what you're saying. Everything is subtle. So you need to be in touch with your subtle feelings, not only the gross feelings, but the subtle feelings. Then you can realize these things that you're talking about.
Exactly. When you're in the subtler feelings, you can manage things from there. That is the way. When you're managing, that's how we will get the understanding of this.
Yes.
Being in the settler only, we can understand that, okay, this is how the whole earth functions, the whole universe functions, our mind functions, right? That is the Vijnanamaya Gosha. That's the Vijnanamaya Gosha that we get, this knowledge from. This knowledge you do not get from books, from the Manomaya Gosha region. So you understand, but you don't deny it. You don't run away. So anybody here denies, they will not, because obviously the consciousness says this is the right thing. I cannot deny on this. That's what, you don't need any proof for this. There's no evidence needed or anything is needed. You know that this is the truth. Right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
So when you said orange and red color, what did you mean when you said those orange and red colors?
Well, when I say orange and red color, I meant to say that the orange is neutral. I'm comparing, like if you divide, if you put something like a fluorescent thing, if you're detecting it, what would be a red would be something anger, discomfort, somebody thinking bad about you, negative things, waves, or is red. When I say orange, it is talking about a neutral, like you don't have either good or bad with them. You don't care. See, some people, they are neutral people, means we don't have a positive feeling or negative feeling about them. They are okay, But some people will feel like very negative. Oh, this person we think, is a negative. Right. Some people will say, oh, this person is good. I always, it's a pleasurable feeling. Those three feelings are there. So for this, if you put a color, it is like that. We are just telling you by color, If somebody is color blind, we have to tell in a different way. But, this is simply to tell there is no real color as such. Just to explain these three things, So we talk about tubes, etc. But this is how it functions. The whole world, everything in this universe functions this way. So we have to cure the other people's feelings are very important. The people around you, it could be a spouse, it could be your children, it could be somebody else, it could be a police officer, who caught you in a traffic, right? You had argument with, or it could be a politician, right? Whom you always think about and talk negative about. All these things. It could be a country. You can get a country karma. If you live in a country that is causing problems to other countries think bad about this country, you are also part of that country. Remember? So there's a huge kind of things happening that we understand everything in a very smaller way, not understanding the whole picture of the consciousness. Everything is calculated and it's pakka accurate. Such a calculation, we cannot even imagine how consciousness calculates. We are thinking that we are big calculations, accountants like Shivali, we think, accounting is very important, right? These accounts are nothing. It's a bigger Chitragupta account, we call it, right? That's like amazingly accounted, each and every detail. And why you get this punishment? Why in a particular time? Why for the everything? Whatever you got also in your life, whatever the good things that you have, your wife, your children, or your house, everything is given by God. The consciousness is gifted. There is no plus or minus done. Whatever you deserved, that's what you got. Right? That's what you got. Exactly. If you understand this, then you don't have to really be in denial. Right? And you accept things. You accept things. This is nature. It's nature given. It's a God gifted. That's how it is. And we have to just be in that, be happy for what we have. Yeah. We brought nothing. This universe. We didn't come by ourselves. Right? So whatever you have, this life is just pleasurable, no matter what, whether you have this or have, right? If you don't have, doesn't really matter. This life itself is bigger than anything. Right? So that's why it's very important. So you can, many problems has to do with things outside. So look at a bigger picture, from a karma theory, but also take care of it. Doesn't mean you don't take care of yourself. You should be taking at physical level, whatever you have to do for a musculoskeleton, do all the exercises that are needed, preparatory exercises. Those also help you remove the karmas. Like when you do yoga asanas in the morning, shake your body before use, shake your bottle before use, right? Like that you can use, your body, you have to do some exercises, relieve all your muscle tensions, etc. And you need to do. Then you have to do biomagnetic enhancement exercises. Take all the meditations, because you see if you have a deficiency in the biomagnetism, all problems come. So biomagnetic enhancement exercises, all our programs, we have biomagnetic enhancement exercises. Increase your causal body strength, intensify your causal body. It is similar to becoming a glass versus a lens. A glass, if the light comes, it doesn't affect anything. But if you have a convex lens, those light can become like a cone pointed, and a focal point, you can burn something, right? I can light up a matchstick. So like that, when you intensify your biomagnetic energy, you can burn all the karmas. Right? So many things, if you have a strong, that's why meditation things are helping, because meditation is the only process. There's no other process. All meditative process is to increase the biomagnetic energy, increase the causal body, which is the mind. All the mind functions happen in the causal body. So your sensory organs also you get strengthened. It will function properly, right? All the body organs will function properly. You can live longer, etc. So that is what is ultimately needed, right? And it will take care of, when you heal the biomagnetic body, a physical body is automatically healed. So the solution is there. Changing the software, it can, like 3D printing. In a 3D printing, so you have a physical structure. So we can compare ourselves. Now, physical structure, you have a computer, and the astral body is the astral body is the current, right? You plug in the current, but there is a causal body. Without the causal body, computer doesn't activate. That's the software. So similarly, we have the causal body is the software in us. It is installed in us. That's the mind. A software, if you input the software to do this, like in a 3D printing, nowadays you can build a house. You give all the inputs to the, through the software, but the hardware can do it. But not the reverse is not possible. Hardware cannot write a software program. You see? So you can change your physical body structure or anything in your body, even it is physical, through your mind. If your mind is very strong, you will have a solution, right? That could be immediately, depending on the intensity of your thought, or it could be coming from somebody else. Somebody will come and heal you. That thought will manifest. So that is epigenetic in nature. So your thought is very important. Changing, reprogramming, and putting good input thoughts, right? Auto suggestions, prayers, mantras, whatever you say for goodness, that will help, right? And we can manifest, those thoughts into physical body. We can heal the physical body also. Okay. Now I'll open for any questions. Aruna. Causal body, okay. Astral body, what are the different bodies? Physical, astral, causal, okay. Astral body is equal current. Yeah. So astral body, physical body is the stula sarira, the physical body we have. Okay, now I'll give you an example of an astral body person. Astral body without the causal body. The brain dead person. The person has life, the brain doesn't work, which means the mind doesn't function, but still they have life. Okay. Now, only when the current goes away, the causal body will not also leave. The mind will not be there. The current and the causal body are attached. The astral body and causal body are attached. The astral body is called the life force or soul, whatever you call it, inside our body. Right? When the soul gets away, the physical body doesn't function anymore. There is no mind. Function doesn't happen. Software cannot install. If you have a computer without the current, how do you install the software? The current is needed. Right? So that is how we have to see these things. And in that causal body only, the mind is there. It's the biomagnetic. With the causal body, it's only the biomagnetic transformation happens. Seeing, tasting, smelling, all these things. So that only gets installed, like as memory. So the mind. Because whatever you're seeing is in a video memory. Whatever you're hearing is audio memory. Smell, touch. Other than this is other than these 5 sensory things, anything is there in the mind. Think about it. In your mind, when you are a dream, say for a dream, what do you dream? You will dream somebody going as a video, or they will be talking, there's an audio, or there will be emotions out of that. Right? That's all. So all these things are happening. It's a mental body. Right? So, yeah.
So really the causal body goes from one body to another one, right? So that is what takes the rebirth, the causal body.
The
The
astral
astral
body.
body is just unique, like electricity is unique, right?
Right.
It
Yeah.
is everywhere.
No, not like that. We are.
Because electricity is everywhere, right? Electricity is
No,
everywhere.
that
That's what
you
he
are
said,
talking
right?
about
Astral body.
even subtler things. You're talking about that is the Anma. The Anma is everywhere. The astral body is limited to ourselves. That's our own life force only. Your life force only you can give it to your kids. Our kids are our rebirth, first of all. But then the magnetic body, that scatters. The magnetic body scatters. And whoever downloads, see, you can have 10 people download Shakespeare. 100 people can download Shakespeare. Depending on what kind of things, somebody is good in that literature, they can download because these scatter. This biomagnetic body, after we leave, they leave as frequencies, different frequency. You need this, I can download. You have multiple things, right? Somebody needs Marma, you can download my Marma. Somebody needs my, my tennis, you can download. Oh, this is same person, you can download. And a number of people can do, like quantum.
Said magnetic body and biomagnetic body, are they causal bodies or are they different than causal and
Yeah, magnetic
astral
body,
bodies?
causal body
There's
are
many
same.
different kind of bodies, right?
No, magnetic body, or it's called femtobiomagnetic body. The right word would be femtobiomagnetic body, and the causal body are the same. Okay. Because it's biomagnetic in nature, you're using that, it is expandable, it can go out, etc. Using the term, but that is the Karana Sharira. Karana Sharira. Right.
The astral body is the Sukshma Sharira, is it?
Yeah. Astral body is the Sukma Sharira. Sushma Sharira, Sukma Sharira. Yeah.
Right.
And Stula Sharira, physical body. Okay. So these fundamental axioms, if you don't accept these axioms, nothing, you go into Western science about the physical body. Western science talk about physical body as a dead body. Like a dead body, you have cells, It's a dead body science. They open up a dead body and see what it is. It doesn't explain these things. But the software is different. Healing the software doesn't happen through physical body. You go give a medicine and everything, it will not heal you. Software need to be cleaned up. See, if you have a problem with the software, I want to remove my computer and fix it. How is that possible? I remove my parts of the computer and I'm going to fix the software. How do you fix a software? Software can be fixed only if you have a virus. What do? You have another program called antivirus. So software can be fixed through software only. So all our yogis, ancient sage scientists had a solution, the mind solution, that is not available in the Western science. It doesn't give solution to the mind. So we know how to software, fix the software when you have a problem. So ancient solutions can only fix this software. And just by fixing the hardware will not solve the human problems. But if you fix the software, you can solve even the hardware problem. Like as 3D lithography, you reprogram whatever you want, you can get it. So that is why it is important to understand our ancient sage scientists' knowledge. That is lacking in the current education system, and we have chaos because of this. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? I'll take another question and we can conclude. Comments? Positive, any useful? Does it make sense? Or were you are expecting something else? You want some treatment? They're looking for some treatment kind of thing? Pain management, you'll break your neck and, you're expecting something. Yeah, Silva says very thankful and thank you. Okay. Excellent session. Thank you. Thank you all. Okay. So leave some comment. If you like this, you leave a big comment here. We can use that as a testimony. If you like this program, leave a comment. I'll give you more and more if you encourage. Even if you discourage, I'll give you more. Don't worry. But, you will get a negative thing if you discourage. If you want a green, you have to form green with everyone. That's the main thing, not the red.
There's a question here. Does the pet animal affect our astral body?
It's see the astral, all animals, whether it is pet animal or any animal, they all are like babies. This planet. See, if you look at our little baby, that's how much, because we have sixth sense, remember. They have only 5 senses. You have a pet animal with 5 sense animal, right? Some people have snake and etc. 4 sense animal also is pet animal, whatever it is, right? Now, if you're compassionate to an animal, so if you look at, you ask majority of the people, you don't get a pet animal for, helping the animal. That's not your thing. You want to have a pet. Some thing. You wanted to have a pet because it's boring for you. You want to play. It's for selfishness. If you really care about animal, you care about the whole universe animal. Everything is a pet. This whole earth is pet. You want to isolate your pet somewhere. Living all the plants, the crows are pet. Everything is a pet only around you. Serve those animals. Bigger thing, love and compassion. They are amazing. They are very godly. The more they are closer, they're closer to God. Plants are much closer to God because their karmas are less. As you go, we have more karmas. As you go down the line, Panchabhutas have even no karma at all. Less karma, and then finally, consciousness. So this is how it works. So everything, it's a very pet or that, but that's a being, respect that. Whether you have a pet or no pet, it's all the same. It's the same
Kumar has
consciousness.
a question. What if we keep good feelings about someone who does not have good feelings about us?
Orange. So what is orange? You give green, they give red, it becomes orange. So you can keep it neutral in your side. See, if there are two things like this, two joints, what happens? Always you will, hook like this. But one is this, what happens? No matter the other hook is, you will not be caught. So you only change. You cannot change somebody else feeling about you, but keep on changing. You intensify so that you can interact with the code and one day they will change. That's the only way. If somebody thinks bad about you, that means you have to give a lot of energy for them mentally, not in talking to them. That won't work out. But mentally, keep on blessing them. Keep on thinking positive, no matter what. Forgive them what they did. Because that karma is there, because that's your karma, remember, to affect, because you did something, as I told you, have pain, you have pleasure, that's what keeps bothering you. That's the point you need to concentrate, right? It's not coming simply just like random. They're not random. You cannot isolate yourself from all these karmas. You have to take care of it. You have to bless them, make it neutral. And they don't have to know this. All through a thought process, you can do that. You don't have to be a good person just by words. That's not real. You have to be a real good person through your thought. Not just external. That will not work. Okay. Okay. Okay, Kumar. Okay, thank you. All right.
I think we should wrap up. It's past 11 o'clock. Thank you, Dr. Shan. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. We'll see you. You come to our retreats and you can enjoy. We will announce around, if you're not in the group, you'll be added to the group. Can you share the WhatsApp group if they're not in the WhatsApp groups? Join our WhatsApp groups. Hope everybody is in the WhatsApp group. If anybody is not there, can share. Yeah. Okay, here's the WhatsApp group. You can use this WhatsApp group to join. So we'll announce the updates. I'm planning to have one workshop, one retreat in Washington, D.C. area, Virginia, if you're there. Then another one in South Florida. Yes, South Florida University. It's not a retreat. It could be a pain management practicals, physically if you're there in the South Florida region, Tampa. So you can come and attend. So we'll send those instructions, if you're in the WhatsApp group. So please kindly join the group and I'll keep you updated. Be tuned. We are going to do some things very exciting, very useful things. Okay. So be part of us and support our things so we keep going on. Okay, thank you. And we will also send you a Thanksgiving thing to everybody if you support us, that we can clear up some debts from the past. Okay, non-profit debts. Okay, all right. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.